Greetings and salutations, everyone. Today I revisited Astellia Online, as mentioned on Twitter earlier today. Now, the last time I tried out Astellia Online was over on MMORPG, and in that video, I tried out the Archer class, which, let me just point out, was a lot of fun. This time around, however, I decided I wanted to play the stick wielder, also referred to as a mage. And if you know me, you know my disdain for mages, because Sticks always played a mage, and I played an archer, and we always competed for top DPS. Either way, if you guys weren't aware, Astellia Online, like most Korean MMORPGs released, use a gender-locked system. Astellia is, of course, no different. The English release, however, is said to be removing the gender-locking system, or at least that's what they say. We'll have to see once it releases. That being said, I will point out all of the classes available just in case you've just been out of the loop when it comes to Astellia Online. The classes are Warrior, Assassin, Archer, Mage, and, of course, Cleric, or Healer, or the Tiny Mage Lady. I'm not entirely sure what the exact word for it is because I'm not Korean, so I'll just call it a little lolly. Although from the character creation section, you can actually make them adults, which is pretty awesome. I'm not a fan of playing as a little lolly character, despite the fact that they are really cute. I mean, it does require a lot of editing to get them to look like an adult and not look like some kind of freakishly long human being, but I'm getting a little off topic. Astellia Online is an MMORPG I am sure many of us are excited for. I know I am, and therefore I couldn't wait to get back into this MMORPG. So after spending what seems like hours in at least 2 different disconnects in the character creator, I finally finished my adorable stick wielder. But before I could oogle further at the character that I had spent so much time creating, the city was under attack by an army of demons. And being the hero that I am, I quickly rushed to their aid. Not aware that I forgot to dress my character. I mean, in the end, I'm not really complaining about how it turned out, but I almost died like 4 times at the very beginning. But again, #worth. Either way, after saving the town from the impending doom, I was rewarded handsomely with some gold, XP, and of course, a shirt. Yay. Well, at least the shirt has a cape, I guess. A mini cape. Better than no cape, or maybe it's worse than a cape. I'm not sure. It looks okay. But anyway, like most MMORPGs, the trouble never really stops, and it wasn't long before I ran across more people with urgent issues, like giant talking otters kidnapping orphan children. Like, can you imagine that conversation? Oh, please, good adventurer. I saw you take on that giant, rock man with the half-naked demon ladies. Oh, could you please help me? My children, they've been kidnapped. Sure. Where are they exactly? I can go get them for you. Oh, it was the otters. Oh, the talking ones, they took them. Oh, my poor kids, they took them to a giant cave outside of the town and stuffed them, I tell you, in barrels. Oh, the poor children, they must be so scared in the barrels that they stuffed them in. Okay, that's mighty specific of you, old lady. Oh, and I'll mark the location on your map so you can't miss them. Oh, and also, don't forget to go to the end of the cave. Right behind the Otter General as well, you'll find my poor children stuffed in barrels. I'll mark the barrels with an icon so that you'll be able to find them easier.
A few moments later.
Anyway, as I mentioned in the previous video of Astellia Online, I was taken aback from the gorgeous graphics it has whilst I was roaming these regions. They're just so very detailed and vibrant. It's not the greatest like Black Desert Online, I know, but it's still really, really nice, despite the fact it's not even an open world MMORPG. And I have to say, in my honest opinion, whilst open world games are great, if they are done wrong, they can feel really empty, whereas more condensed games with specific zones or regions can feel more more wholesome and content-filled. Like there's something to find around each corner. Or at least that's what I've experienced in the games that I've played. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of you that want to know about the comment, so I will just go straight to the point and mention the specifics. It is not an action combat MMORPG. I talked about it in my last video, but I'll also mention it here as well. It does not have an action combat system, nor does Ascent Infinite Realm. They both use a tab target combat system very similar to Final Fantasy XIV or WoW, which I personally don't have an issue with because I play those games and I love them to death. This, in my opinion, doesn't make the game feel slow at all, as I'm used to tab target combat systems. Even as a caster, I have instant cast skills that allow me to move around and casted ones that I will have to stop for. The archer also has quick shots and power hits, so depending on what you do, you will gain or lose mobility. Therefore, it's enjoyable to me. I can just decide whether or not I want to move around whilst attacking a target or stand still. That's not even taking into consideration the card or pet system in place. The summon cards you gain allow you to summon a familiar to your side for a limited amount of time. That'll assist you in combat, and from what I've seen, you can have a lot of them out at once, but they all do use the same energy, so if you summon them all at once, you'll waste out of your energy really fast. Although I will point out it comes back just as quickly, so you're not just sitting around waiting for it to recharge. And while I'm on the topic of these summons, different classes seem to get different starting companions, as my archer and mage received different companions, at least at the beginning. I don't believe this will affect what summons you can get later on, but at least at the beginning you get a different summon. This time around playing the mage, I got a Lamia girl, which was very detailed in all of the right places. Plus, it was really funny seeing a snake lady dance. I never thought I would be able to see that, ever. I mean, I didn't ever actually think about seeing a Lamia girl dance, but now I've seen it, and I am pleased. Overall, though, Astellia Online is quite a lot of fun, and I'm personally looking forward to it coming to the West. Whenever that is, of course, I have no idea. Till then, however, I'll have to continue my journey through this game, checking out some of the other classes, maybe in a class test video-esque style, and just generally continuing to show you guys some of the later content. But for now, I am a wee little scrub nublet riding a horse named Bucket, traveling with a mech lolly with a snake lady and an even smaller lolly with bluey green hair that shoots bubbles. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Either way, I hope you guys have a good day, night, or afternoon, wherever it is where you are, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. So, goodbye.